This is a link to a video, something calling itself the Cancer Schmancer campaign, or cancerschmancer.org. I'll let you go and watch the video on your own time. I'm not going to play it here, but you can see what it is. And as Home Remedy Supply describes, it's a fighting cancer kind of video that isn't the cancer cult and the Cure Cancer cult, which you might remember I did a video on several years ago, the Cure Cancer cult, about the corporate-sponsored and corporate-approved version of being concerned about cancer is...
Demanding accountability and defending your rights against the police specifically, and the government generally, are difficult and dangerous tasks. Your right to watch the government and record what you see is a natural right that is protected by the Constitution, and it cannot be taken away by the government.
I got some news this morning about a member of my family being diagnosed with brain cancer. This is her third round of cancer. It started with breast cancer, and then after dealing with that, she was hit with lung cancer. Of course, it was explained to her that one of the side effects of her breast cancer treatment included the risk of more cancer in the future. This hardy Montana woman dealt with this second round with the strength very few can, enduring the treatments and coming out strong on the other side. Everything seemed fine, and then recently, she was diagnosed with brain cancer. Without getting into the specifics of it in this video, because that's not my point here. My point is that where our system is set up, treatments and follow-up care are only given out according to what insurance will reimburse for. If something like screening for future cancer based on known statistics of higher probability isn't talked about because insurance won't cover the tests, we have a problem. Not necessarily just because of insurance not covering it, but the major problem is it's rarely even discussed, if even at all. If you think about it, what we've been presented with is just a divide and conquer strategy to distract us from the real issues. Basically, we're presented with two sides of this cancer coin: the FDA-approved treatments and those treatments and different ideas about cancer that are outside of the circle of FDA approval. What we are presented with in the media is that one is sound science and the other is quack science. Instead of having real conversations about the issue with your friends and family because you're truly concerned about each other, what we get when the topic is brought up is people throwing insults at each other based on what we have been conditioned to believe by our corporate media. We are conditioned to not even talk about these sensitive issues. In reality, that's the way our masters want it. We don't discuss it with those we are close to and care about. Instead, we just trust in people who think we need to ask them permission to exercise our rights to make the best decision for us regarding these important issues. Now, I watched this video on positive propaganda on the Corbett Report about a month ago, and then rewatched it today after the news I received. I want to show you the video he talked about in the intro. Think about the corporate control he talks about while you watch it. Not necessarily what the message is, because sometimes the message we are told by our masters is the right message. What we have to watch out for is how that message is molded and what mechanisms of control are attached to it. I highly encourage you to watch the full episode, Positive Propaganda, of the Corbett Report's Propaganda Watch. A link to it and the Cure Cancer Cult video mentioned at the beginning are in the description, as well as all of my sources. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave me a comment with your thoughts on this topic. I always love reading your thought-provoking insight. Cancer has taken many of our family members and friends. Too many. There's gotta be a better way. Our compassion for each other is much more powerful than the control these corporations have over our lives.
We are the first generation in history to be exposed to so many toxic chemicals.
In the foods we eat, the personal care items and cosmetics we use,
as well as genetically modified foods.
Y'all need to learn how to make healthier choices so you get sick less and you reduce the risk of getting the big C.
Did you know that only 10% of cancers are inherited? The other 90% are caused by things we're exposed to in the environment around us.
Did you hear what Fran just said? Can't believe that voice is coming out of their face. You're probably thinking, what can I do about it? I'm just kidding. How can I make a difference? Well, Fran and the Cancer Smasher movement came up with this program to empower you so you can take control of your body starting now.
Read labels and check for ingredients on everything you eat.
Look for sugar, carbs, trans fats, and chemicals so you can make the best choice you can.
Unless your processed meats are nitrate-free, hormone-free,
Non-GMO and organic, don't eat it.
You and your family can make your own cleaning products. Vinegar, baking soda, alcohol, lemon. It's all you need. And I bet you have most of those things in your house already.
We hope you remember Cancer Schmancer's mantra. Check, choose, and change. Check labels. Choose healthy, organic, eco-friendly alternatives.
And become the change.
Become the change. Become the change.
Become the change our world so desperately needs.
So be cool. Get signed up on Cancer Smasher's We the Future website at cancerschmancer.org. We're all in this together. Hey, Fran, why don't you wrap it up?
Cancer can be a very scary thing. Believe me, I know. But we're not here to scare you. So embrace the detox lifestyle. But remember, no pressure with Drescher. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, that video has a great message. Instead of spending money for the cure or giving money to an organization, it's asking you to consider a different lifestyle in order to battle cancer. This is an approach I applaud. By all means, do your own research and discuss all the options you encounter with your doctor. What I'm trying to say is whether you believe our government's version of a capitalist healthcare system is the best, or you believe the socialist version is correct. Remember one thing, it is evident with either system. Whoever is paying for the very expensive services pushed on us by corporate media is who determines what services are even discussed in the mainstream healthcare conversations. No matter how you slice it, that decision is made by insurance and pharmaceutical companies, regardless of the two healthcare choices our masters have presented us with. My problem with this video is, along with the good message, there is the notion that you have to join a group and be part of groupthink. A call to action through joining a group that will speak for you, rather than a call to action by having conversations and compassion for those around you. Changing the system with compassion instead of force or coercion. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. This next video was played at the end of the positive propaganda video on the Corbett Report. Do you notice a difference? Leave me a comment with your thoughts.
GMOs,
Malnutrition.
Processed meats,
commercial cigarettes,
alcoholism, stress,
sugar,
Sugar.
sugar,
sugar,
sugar.
How many more?
How many more Big Macs? How many more full body scans?
How many more mammograms?
How many more diet sodas?
How many more non-organic fruits?
How many more ribbons?
Enough.
Enough
Enough with the ribbons, man.
Demand the truth.
Right now.
As a mom,
As a dad, as a husband,
as a wife,
As a student,
as a friend,
As an activist.
as a journalist,
as an American, as a Texan,
as a lover of life,
As a human being.
for your children.
for your body.
Don't stand up to cancer by giving away your money.
Sit down and do your own research.
Stand up to cancer causes.
No more aspartame,
High fructose corn syrup.
antiperspirants,
pesticides,
Farmed salmon.
monosodium glutamate,
Hydrogenated oils.
heavy metals,
Industrial farming.
Monsanto.
Monsanto.
Monsatan.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
Take back your life right now.
Right now.
Stand up to cancer causes.
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 Stand up to cancer causes.
Myself, I prefer the second video. There is no group to join or anything to get us on the common brain train that is groupthink. Instead, it is a call to educate yourself on the causes of cancer and be proactive in your own health as well as those around you. Groupthink leads us down the rail to the left-right paradigm presented to us by most media and our government. It is meant to divide us and distract us from the reality and truth of a medical system that invests in research for treatments instead of cures. Then, a small group of those in the ruling class get to decide which of those treatments will be paid for by socialized or private insurance. The way I see it, the best way to live in good health is to educate yourself on the various medical issues affecting you and then have a real conversation about it with your medical professional. I feel like we need to stop asking those in the ruling class to solve our problems and start doing it ourselves. What do you think? If you got something from this video and want to support me, check out the Questionable Authority merchandise store or check out the description for all of the other ways to support me. Don't forget to go to Steam it and follow me there. You might as well start earning some crypto for hitting the thumbs up button or leaving a comment like you do here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like button and share it with everyone you know. Find us on Twitter as well as censorship-free platforms like BitChute and Steemit or DTube. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to smile at someone you don't know every day.